When you choose to disappear, you create a silence louder than words. Without explanations or farewells, your absence begins to speak for itself, weaving lessons and emotions into the quiet spaces you leave behind. At first, there is confusion. People wonder where you went, why you left, and what it all means. They search for clues, but the answers remain just out of reach, leaving them restless in their uncertainty. Then comes the unsettling loss of control. Those who once felt sure of your presence, or even dependent on it, realize they can no longer reach you, influence you, or predict your next move. The absence of control breeds discomfort. Curiosity follows closely. As days pass, they begin to wonder more deeply about your life beyond their view. The mystery grows, pulling their attention like gravity. Questions linger in their minds, and they begin to see you in places you're no longer present. For some, guilt surfaces. They replay old moments, words they spoke, or silences they kept. In your absence, they wonder if they had done things differently. Would you have stayed? With time, something else dawns. Respect. Not immediately, but slowly, as they come to understand the quiet strength it took for you to walk away without bitterness or drama. Your silent departure commands an understated reverence. Yet underneath it all, there is a fear of replacement. They imagine someone else now benefits from the attention and care you once gave freely. This fear reveals just how deeply they valued what they had, perhaps only now, too late. In the stillness you leave behind, they begin to reflect. Forced to sit with their own thoughts, they confront their part in your departure. What once was a routine connection now becomes a mirror of their choices and actions. Nostalgia creeps in like a slow tide. They remember the good times, the shared laughter, the moments of support. In your absence, even the simplest memories take on a golden hue. Not everyone accepts your disappearance with grace. Some feel resentment, blaming you for the emptiness they now face. But this too is part of their journey, not yours to carry. And finally, your absence becomes a lesson, quiet but enduring. Without speaking a word, you teach them about boundaries, self-respect, and the quiet power of walking away when something no longer aligns with your peace. In disappearing, you do not vanish. You become a presence in their mind, a chapter they revisit, a silent teacher they remember, even long after you are gone. When you choose to disappear, you do not simply exit a space, you shift its very atmosphere. You create a silence so profound that it begins to echo in the minds of those you leave behind. Without confrontation, without a word of goodbye, you allow your absence to speak in volumes they were never prepared to hear. At first, there is confusion. They turn to familiar places expecting to find you, only to be met with emptiness. Questions flood their mind like an unstoppable tide. Where did you go? Why did you leave? Was it something I did? But the silence offers no answers. They are left to wrestle with the unknown, replaying every interaction in their mind, searching for meaning. As confusion settles in, a deeper discomfort emerges, the loss of control. People crave predictability. They find comfort in knowing that certain presences remain constant. Your absence strips them of that certainty. No text to reply to, no calls to make, no explanations to cling to. And in this powerlessness, they begin to realize just how much they relied on your presence to anchor their sense of control. Curiosity begins to smolder beneath the surface. Where did you go? What are you doing now, away from their gaze? The mystery of your disappearance sparks their imagination. They start to wonder if you found peace, success, or new connections. The unknown becomes a canvas upon which they project their hopes and fears. For some, guilt takes root, slowly at first like a quiet whisper in the background of their thoughts. They remember moments when they could have been kinder, could have listened more, could have valued you better. Your absence becomes a stark reminder of their neglect, a mirror reflecting their missteps. And then, in the stillness of time, respect begins to bloom. They start to see the quiet strength it takes to walk away without making noise. No drama, no desperate explanations, just silent, unwavering self-respect. What they once took for granted, they now quietly admire from a distance. But behind the respect lies an unspoken fear, the fear of replacement. They worry that someone else now experiences the light you once shared with them. The thought stings, not because of jealousy alone, but because it forces them to confront the reality of your value and the possibility that someone else now sees what they failed to. In the quiet space left behind, reflection sets in. Without your presence to distract or comfort them, they are left alone with their thoughts. They begin to question not only your departure, but their own actions. Did I listen enough? Was I present enough? Did I value them as I should have? Nostalgia creeps in gently, almost tenderly. Memories once overlooked now glow with warmth. Your laughter, your support, your subtle wisdom. They remember things they thought they had forgotten, moments that now feel irreplaceable. Yet not everyone embraces reflection. For some, your disappearance sparks resentment. They mask their hurt with anger, painting you as cold or distant. But this is their burden to carry, not yours. Their reaction reveals more about their inner turmoil than it does about your choice. And then, like the final note of a long-forgotten song, comes the lesson. Without speaking, without explaining, you become their silent teacher. Through your absence, you teach the importance of presence. Through your departure, you teach the value of respect, boundaries, and self-prioritization. They learn, perhaps too late, that not everyone stays, not everyone waits. Some people, like you, choose peace over noise, self-respect over validation, and silence over unnecessary explanations. In disappearing, you do not fade. You become a haunting presence in their mind, a quiet echo of wisdom, a reminder that even in absence, there is undeniable power. In the Stoic view, choosing to withdraw from relationships or social circles is a profound exercise in self-discipline and alignment with one's inner values. This deliberate disappearance can evoke a range of emotions in those left behind, each serving as a mirror to their own perceptions and attachments. 1. Confusion and uncertainty. Your sudden absence disrupts the expected flow of interactions, leading others to question the reasons behind your departure. This confusion stems from an inherent desire for clarity and understanding in human relationships. 2. Loss of control. People often seek to maintain a sense of control over their environment and relationships. When you remove yourself without explanation, it underscores the reality that they cannot govern your actions or decisions, highlighting the limits of their influence. Thoughtpassage.medium.com +1 16thworld.com +1 3. Curiosity and intrigue. Mystery surrounds your absence, prompting others to speculate about your motives and current state. This intrigue can lead them to reflect more deeply on their perceptions of you and the nature of your past interactions. 4. Guilt and self-reflection. In your absence, individuals may introspect and evaluate their behavior towards you. Feelings of guilt can arise if they recognize instances where they may have wronged or neglected you, leading to personal growth and a reassessment of their actions. How to be a Stoic. 5. Respect for your autonomy. Over time, your decision to step away may be viewed with respect, as it demonstrates a commitment to personal boundaries and self-care. It exemplifies the Stoic principle of living in accordance with one's values, regardless of external opinions. 6. Fear of replacement. Your absence might trigger concerns about being replaced or forgotten. This fear reflects their own insecurities and the realization of the unique role you played in their lives. 7. Nostalgia and appreciation. Distance often brings a clearer perspective on past experiences. Others may begin to reminisce about shared moments, fostering a newfound appreciation for the time spent with you. 8. Resentment and misunderstanding. Not all reactions will be positive. Some may feel resentment, interpreting your departure as a personal affront. This response highlights their own struggles with attachment and acceptance. 9. Acknowledgement of impermanence. Your disappearance serves as a tangible reminder of life's transient nature. It encourages others to confront the reality of change and the importance of cherishing present connections. 10. Inspiration for self-discovery. Ultimately, your choice to disappear can inspire others to embark on their own journeys of self-exploration, questioning their values attachments, and the essence of their relationships. In embracing the Stoic path of withdrawal, you not only honor your own need for tranquility, but also become a catalyst for introspection and growth in those you leave behind.